Okay, Venus, are you ready to make some crepes?
My favorite food ever.
All
Yes.
right, so these are SCD coconut crepes. Sometimes I use almond flour, but today we'll use coconut. And because it's fragrant, we could use it for like breakfast, let's just say, okay?
Love
so
it.
we start with 3 eggs. I know you crack eggs really, really well from the months. Segment.
Here we go again. All right.
Okay. So that's 3 eggs in there. We had already cracked 1 egg earlier.
Perfect.
And then we're gonna whip it.
Now I'll plug this bad boy in for you.
Plug it in, thank you. And I just locked it.
Brilliant.
And then we're just gonna whip it so that it doesn't get foamy, but you want it to be mixed. You want the egg whites and the eggs to be mixed together. As long as they don't get foamy, because once it gets foamy, then the crepes have a weird texture to them.
Ah, okay.
So you can see that it's all incorporated, but not necessarily foamy. It got a little foamy
Perfect.
toward the end because I was having an issue with the machine. Okay, but go ahead and let's put the milk in. And this is about 1/2 cup with 2 tablespoons of whole milk. If you don't have whole milk, you can use cream and dilute it with a little water, 50% cream, 50% water. And it is lactose-free milk with no additives. So make sure you find the ones that is just lactose-free milk, no carrageenan or thickeners, okay?
Okay.
Or if you don't want to use that, you can use coconut milk too, but then I feel like the crepes get really coconutty. So go ahead and put the milk in. Don't put all of it because I want to check the texture, okay? So
okay.
put like 90%.
90%.
Leave a tiny little bit.
Okay. This much okay?
Yeah, that should be good. And then we just incorporate that. And then we'll put the flour in.
Okay.
And then we'll take it out and then I'll show you the texture. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so we just checked the texture and I want it to be a little bit more incorporated, so we'll mix it a little bit more.
Okay.
And meanwhile, we'll heat up our pan. And again, I just kind of like to feel the top of it.
Nice, it's warm.
Yeah, it's nice and warm. And quick mix.
Okay. And do you think it needs the rest of the milk, Kaylee?
Let me see.
Okay.
Should we check together?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. I'm going to put a little bowl here just so that this doesn't fall. Okay. So you see the texture here? Whoops. That looks pretty good. I think
Pretty watery. So
yeah,
we're looking,
pretty
it's not a
watery.
pancake batter.
Yeah, it's definitely not a pancake
Got it.
batter. You want it watery like this. And do you want to pour the first crepe or would you like me to?
You know what? I would love to see the master do it and then I'll take a
please.
stab.
Okay, let's try this. And it might be too thick, in which case the milk is right there and I'll add some more on.
Awesome.
So we just put a little bit of olive oil. That was probably a little more than you need. But
Okay.
that's okay. You can always take a paper towel. You know, cooking is one of those things. You can mess up all you want. There's always a way to fix it.
Yeah.
Right? So don't be afraid to kind of just try and experiment. And in fact, I will take a little bit of oil off that because I feel like that is a lot of oil. Okay, so just like a thin layer of oil. And then we're gonna go ahead, is this hot? Oh, it's a little warm, so I'm so sorry for stepping off camera, but here we go. So I just pour a little bit and you want a little sizzle. See that? And then you do this. Oops, wrong hand. Well, had I been quicker, and that is an imperfect crepe, so
Brilliant.
the next time I would pour more and I'd be more ready to do it.
Kaylee,
So we might
I
have
see
to
a
do
smiley
second
face
time.
on your crepe.
Oh, there is
It's a happy
smiley
crepe.
face. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. That
Love
is
it.
really cool. Unintentional.
Unintentional.
Okay, so then you just kind of let it heat.
Okay.
And once you see the sides, so the tricky part, and this is not the most beautiful crepe I've ever made,
Sure.
but once it kind of like sizzles on the side, then you want to be very careful. So the trick of the making a crepe is not actually the mixing, it's actually the flipping. Okay?
Okay.
So I like to do, I like to put like, once it's cooled, I like to put yogurt on it and maybe a little bit of SCD whipped cream and some fruit. But so we're just going to wait. Oh, so you see how?
Yeah,
Right
the edges
there,
are
how
slightly
it's just
browned.
Slightly browned. Okay, so we're gonna flip it. just like that.
Beautiful. I mean, Kaylee, honestly, looking at it, I wouldn't have known it's made from coconut flour and not using like regular flour like a normal crepe.
I would tend to agree with that. And so there you have it. And then I will show you once.
And it's pretty thin.
It's very thin. Sorry, you kind of have to use your hands a little bit. But once it's done, it can look like that. And once it cools, then you put things in it and we roll it up and we'll show you the final product right after.
Yum.